everyone! Tonight I'm going to show you what I'm feeding my dogs for dinner. They love dinner time now, unlike when I used to feed them kibble. So I have these two little stainless steel bowls that I found, and every morning and every night I try to give them something different. So I went to different stores. Since my dogs are little, they only eat about a quarter cup in the morning and a quarter cup at night. So I don't buy too far in advance. I do have a big freezer, so I can keep, I can buy somewhat in bulk, but I don't go crazy with it. So here I have a bucket of stuff, really mostly chicken wings it looks like, and gizzards and things. I think there's some chicken feet in here, but I'll probably just give them each a chicken wing, which this is probably a little more than a quarter cup. And then let's see, I'll give Lily a little one. So this morning I gave them these gizzards. I don't think I have much else on there. And then I also give them for a little treat that's chicken liver. But they had some this morning, and I made the mistake of giving them too much one day, and they both had diarrhea that night. It was a nightmare. It's suggested that you give them organ meats 2 to 3 times a week, but just little bits at first. And I don't know if I'll ever give more than just little bits because that was nightmarish. So that's it for dinner. Pretty easy. I bought a big pack of chicken wings and just froze them. This is Ace and Lily. Hey guys. Hey, hi Lily. And there's Acey boy. They're so excited. So first, let's see, the chow hound right here. I'm going to give her smaller wing first because she actually. Ace is kind of scared of her, so he doesn't really usually go and eat her food. And here's Acey. There you go, buddy. So even though I put them in bowls, they usually end up eating it on the ground. I made the mistake when I first started feeding them of putting their food in the mudroom that I have in the bowls on the floor, and then they took the meat and carried it into their beds and started eating it in there. So I really try to feed outside, and when it gets cold in the winter, I will put it on cookie sheets and basically lock their crates up so they can't get in their bedding. But for some reason, they just really like to eat their food in bed. So yeah, Ace, he takes a while to eat. He really likes chicken feet, and he really likes what Lily's having, and it's kind of like that with her too. So she usually eats hers first, and then he'll watch her and sort of circle her, and then she'll go and try to eat his as well. And sometimes he lets her. I just haven't quite figured it out, but he eats really well too. So Lily is chewing on the entire bone, and she's been doing this for months, and we've never had a problem. She loves it. Easy, eat your meal. Eat your meal, buddy. He's just watching her. So, what I was saying before about consuming raw meat and bacteria and parasites and all of that, a little more information on that. Basically, these dogs are capable of consuming biologically appropriate foods. So feeding them raw meat makes perfect sense for a dog. As far as the parasites go that people might worry about, parasites are actually found in the guts of the prey animals, or the gastrointestinal tracts, the stomach, the small intestine, the colon, the large intestine. And that's part of the reason, I'm guessing, why wolves don't consume the stomach, because that's where all the bacteria is. That's where the parasites are. And we don't feed that when we raw feed to our pets. We don't feed them those parts of the animal. Muscle meat is considered basically free of bacteria, free of parasites, but sometimes parasites or bacteria can migrate into the meat. But to get rid of this problem, all you have to do is freeze the meat for 3 days at a minimum, and that will kill any sort of parasite or bacteria that may have migrated into the muscle meat. And as far as salmonella, salmonella is an issue, but what they have found is that dogs often will have salmonella in their system. It's naturally inside them. Their bodies can handle it, unless, of course, they're an unhealthy animal. But their stomach acid is at a pH of 1. They're set up with bile, which is also anti-parasitic and anti-pathogenic. And they also have very strong, here he goes, he's starting to eat. They have very strong pancreatic enzymes that digest and break down food. So if your animal's healthy, you really shouldn't have any problem feeding them a raw diet. As far as keeping the animal healthy, you want to help them deal with stress on the body, and that would be feeding them biologically appropriate foods, avoiding unnecessary drugs, giving them a healthy lifestyle. And some raw feeders believe that giving digestive enzymes and probiotics is important. And then also, I like to give them a little treat of coconut oil, like a teaspoon every day. I give that separately just for kind of a little fun thing on the side. And I also give them fish oil, krill capsules. I won't do that today. I'll do that in another video. But anyhow, so they're pretty entertained at mealtime. It takes them a while to get through this stuff. Lily's working on that. She doesn't like us watching. She doesn't like us watching. Hey, Lily. So finally, Ace, he kind of takes his time. Ace doesn't, he's older. He's about 8 years old, and he's only recently started on raw feeding. He's used to eating kibble. Of course, he enjoys this more, but because I generally give them frozen meat, he likes to wait for it to thaw out, I think. I think that's really what the deal is with Ace. When you freeze the meat, not only are you keeping the bacteria away, but it also, like for larger dogs, will slow them down in their eating, so they're not gulping the food like crazy. And also in smaller dogs, I try to give them everything frozen. It also cleans the teeth. That rubbing action of the frozen food on their teeth really helps too. Ace, did you eat? Ace is finished. Did you finish your dinner? Did you finish your dinner? So, Lily's scoping out the area over there because she wants to eat Ace's dinner if he doesn't. And they're still looking for more. But that's the right amount to give them. Oh, my little girl. Who's a little girl? Wait. Oh, who's a little girl? Are you happy, little girl? Is you happy, little girl? She's happy. Oh, how could you not be, right? How could you not be happy? You looking for food? What are you looking for? Are you looking for food? So, Lily's she's a hunter. Izzy, was that good dinner?